I have made some small adjustments to the colony. I moved the labs up here, I built an oxygen machine, changed the colors in the back paneling of the rocket satellite, and I moved the mud processing and the blood mud processing up here. I also hooked this water line into the oxygen, both up here and down here. Which means that we don't have mud here anymore, and these places are a bit less pipey than before. That's a bit crazy because of all the cooling loops and whatnot, but the water pipe is just this one going down here. Today, I've been wanting to make fertilizer, but I have realized that we actually do have a lot of omelette, so we might not even need to work with Swampy Delights anymore. So this farm here might be on its last stand, which is good. We can actually finally use this land, the space here, to make a dining place. But before I get there, I was considering maybe using this space here to make into a leisure room. You see, since I moved the labs up here, and there's like some operation here, but not like too insane, it would be interesting maybe to have a bedroom up here with a bathroom. Have like maybe 1 or 2 scientists sleeping up here, and then they have the place for them to eat, and then they work on the labs. And later on, when we expand, we could have the geotuning machine somewhere around here, so they can stay around the space instead of having to go down there and then go up here and whatnot. But before we can even consider doing all these things, we do need wood, because we can build the communal table, which makes it much easier to make a dining place than using mass tables. But communal tables use wood, and we don't have any. So the way for us to get wood right now is by wrenching Shinebugs, then cracking their eggs to collect 5 kilograms of resin. Resin, once combined with plant husk, makes plywood, and plywood can be used to build wood-related machines, which are wood block. We can make the communal table, hot tub, sauna, and the wood tile. I don't know if I have researched that yet, but the wood tile. The wood tile is really good. It increases your speed and it's very beautiful for the duplicants. Yeah, let's do that. Today we're going to build this space into a Shinebug farm. Let's go. This shouldn't take long. As you can see, the size is a bit bigger than 96 tiles, which is the limit for a range. So either I make a smaller range, and then I have an underpass here, which is not good because I already have a corridor, so why would I have an underpass under a corridor, right? And I have an underpass up here, right? Or I can make the range to be thinner, like this, and then I have these 2 tiles for something. Or I make the range big, but I put a bunch of tiles in it to actually consume this extra space that the wrench needs to be something. One thing about having wrenches in the middle of a base is that you only need a tiny space of the wrench to wrench the creatures. The rest of it usually is open space that doesn't have anything special on it. So what I like to do is to actually build other rooms on that space to build something that we need. So yeah, so this is a range with 90 tiles. It doesn't have enough space to actually build a 96 tiles range. But then again, do I really need to make a range that has 96 tiles? I don't need to range 8 Shinebugs. I just need some of them. I think this is good enough. Right? Yeah, right. This is the plywood press. This is the machine that can be used to make plywood. You need some sap and you need the plant scraps to transform that into wood. I do have copious amounts of plant matter already. I just need the sap. That's what I was talking about. You know, like I made this room to be an operating room, and that's for free. You know, because this is technically a range. I do need to feed the sap into the machine, so I'll put a liquid reservoir and then I'll directly connect it to this. Then here's where I'm going to put the sap. Connect automation right here. Now I need to decide what we're going to do down here. So maybe what we could do is move some of these crafting stations up there. How about move the apothecary? Yeah. The apothecary is useful not just to build around irradiation. It's also useful when you have rockets. Because the cosmic radiation, most of the duplicants, they do get sick very fast. So what I like to do is to stash the rocket with a bunch of red pills. So if they get sick, they just take them and then they can stay in the rocket for longer. Alright, now let's move the Shinebugs. So you... Shinebugs have a property that other pets don't. Most pets, when you tame them, they will not be able to survive without eating throughout the entire life cycle. Which means that as soon as you tame them, you have to feed them at least one day, otherwise they're going to die before they can lay one egg to perpetuate their lineage. Shinebugs, they actually don't behave like that. They're one of the few pets that don't, which means that if you breed a new Shinebug, you can just put the Shinebug somewhere that they will live, lay an egg, and then die, and keep having that lineage forever, as if they're untamed animals. The only other animal I think does that is just Pacus, which is a very highly exploitable feature of this pets, because we can just move them and put them in every room to add decor, and they're going to perpetuate the lineage. You don't need to redo them. They're just going to be there forever. Okay, so now let's say we have this range here has exactly 90 tiles. If we click on the Shinebug, we can see the Shinebug requires 6 cells. And it's just 6 cells? Really? They changed that. It used to be 12. So if you have 90 tiles divided by 6, we could get up to 15 Shinebugs in this place. I don't know if I'm going to do 15 because this room is going to become radiation central, and that's dangerous. But also you need to worry about cracking the eggs that we are not going to use. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't put this inside this pen because last time I checked, eggs inside chests do count for the number of critters inside one room. So let's see, where can we crack those eggs? The trick for the machine is that we need to create a setup that the person that goes into the machine can't get inside this room to collect the eggs. Because if they do, they're going to get these eggs and we don't have Shinebugs anymore. It's not that hard to do, but I will change these doors into solid doors. the only person that can enter this place will be one of our cooks, right? And then the cook is not going to be able to enter this room. So it's impossible for someone to carry these things between these places. Who can be here? So let's say Shinebug X. So Frankie, Lyra, Mary. Okay, so let's say Frankie. It's actually Lyra. Lyra is going to be the egg cracker person. So the only person that can get in here is Lyra. Same thing for this other door. Also, we're not gonna allow bionics or robots to come in. So because Lyra is the only person that can come here, Lyra is going to be the only person who cannot come in this place. Lyra, where are you? Lyra. Ruby, Travaldo, Abe, Lyra. Okay. So how does this work? Whenever they need to move an egg from here to there, they come inside here, collect, move there, and that's it. If this place is full of eggs, it means it has more than 5, then the egg is going to be moved down here, where Lyra and Lyra only will be able to come in and crack the eggs. Since Lyra doesn't have access to the place where I put the eggs, then she can't steal the eggs. They're supposed to replenish the thing because she can't get inside this place. That's the setup, and that's it. But before I go, I have one last thing I'd like to do, which is, I think we could make this into an eating room. So, since we have the labs here, maybe it would be good to have the scientists up here. But you got to remember, bathroom, shower, sleep, wake up, eat, and then some fun somewhere. We can do that here. So, I'll do that right now. So, bathroom, shower. When you move out, you wash your hands. Then this and this. Then we have 2 beds for 2 researchers. Now, since this is going to be where they eat, we need to put some type of recreational building. And I think a soda fountain is ideal. Later on, when you have like a second person here, and that's it. So that's it. Man, this base is looking so cool. Just review it very quickly. We move the lab up here, outside the camera. We build a special room just for the scientists, which right now is just 1, but I aim to have at least 2, especially when we start geotuning. We're going to need a lot of researchers to keep doing actions. Then we have a future place to be a dining table for these people that sleep here. The lab is here, it's fine, like we put all the lab machines in this place. These rooms, they form labs. All the water related stuff is concerned up here. So the fluids are all getting inside their respective tanks. But what we did today is we made a Shinebug farm. So we can have more Shinebugs in order to have resin, in order to make wood, and have access to some more high quality objects. And And here we have an egg cracker that only Lyra can enter to crack the extra Shinebug eggs that you're going to make. And that's it. I have never considered making YouTube videos in my life before, but it's so fun. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm having a blast making these videos. And look, this base is so cool so far.